Hello everybody, this is another 6-minute video. This is where I talk about a random topic for 6 minutes in front of a camera and a microphone, completely unscripted. The point of these is not for likes, views, subscribers. I'm not trying to get famous or anything, but if you did subscribe, I would not mind. The real reason for these is my efficiency at speaking and my road to become a good public speaker. I know most of you, if anybody's watching this, if you've ever stepped in front of a crowd before, words fail you, and it's not a great sight. I want to get rid of that. Also, filler words, ands, ums, buts, likes, literally, the words that your brain uses just to fill in gaps in your speech. I want to get rid of those completely because they're awkward, they're not beautiful. It really goes to show that you're not an elegant speaker, but I'm not dissing anybody that uses those. But if you want to be a good one, you'll notice that a lot of those people don't use any of those words. I digress. Getting into the topic of today's video, I want to talk about, I love talking about hard topics because they come from my soul and they come from a passionate place because I think about them a lot, right? But they're hard topics. You can't just say these to the next stranger on the road that you meet. You can't just like sit on a bus and go, hey, you want to talk about the financial crisis in America? You can't do that. Or, hey, what do you do if you secretly hate your friend, but he really, really thinks you're his best friend? How do you handle that? Stuff like that. But here's one. I have this friend that I've been harboring a lot of feelings against. Against as in hostile. I really don't like him. Hostile, not like I want to fight him or, kill him or anything. I mean, we joke about that all the time. Don't worry. If you're a true friend, you do joke about that stuff. But I have been very fortunate in life, and I want to say he's been very fortunate in life as well. He is engaged. He's about to get married. He has a wonderful woman by his side. He just graduated college for graphical design. He's amazing. He's doing life by the books. But he, unfortunately, in my opinion, doesn't put the same amount of effort that I put into things. I am very aggressive and very competitive at things. I find it very fun when I am working my hardest and I am receiving a challenge. That's why I've found mechanical engineering to be such a fun career choice, because it is a very, very big challenge. I mean, I'm not smart or anything. I'm not intelligent. Like, I'm never claiming to be that because I'm consistently the dumbest person in my classrooms. I am unqualified. I do not deserve such a degree to be handed to me. I mean, as hard as I work, I don't think I'm ever going to achieve that feeling. But that's just me. I work really hard to learn things, and I try to learn things, but I fail over and over. But I mean, that's part of the process is failing. If you use failure as a reason to quit, that's not how you go about things, in my opinion. Unfortunately, I think my friend, he uses failure as a defining point in his life to choose what to do, and I heavily disagree with that logic. He fails at something and he says, oh, well, that's not going to work out. I autistically get to the point where I'm like, no, this is going to work, and I'm going to find a way to do it. And I mean, it takes me weeks. I've spent like months working on this project, exploring every single possible scenario about how to get this project to work. And it all fizzled out to the restrictions on iOS devices. Apple saying, it's flat up just saying no with their operating system. I didn't talk to any Apple representatives, but I'm just saying, I feel when he was presented with such a project and it would give him such resistance, he wouldn't go further than that. And he'd say, oh, I'm going to work on a different project. I wish that I can convey to him, and I've been doing this my entire life. I've been playing the devil's advocate with him. Like, well, what if you did a little bit further? What if you went a little bit further with this idea? I'm like, I like what you did here. Here's some helpful criticism. Let's keep going. But I feel like without me, he settles very quickly. And settling, what's the word? It's the opposite of love, and it's, man, I can't believe I'm forgetting the word, but you know exactly what word I'm thinking of, but it's the opposite of love. Lethargic, apathetic, apathy. That's the word I'm looking for. he gets apathetic extremely fast, and one of his few escapes is video games, which call for a non-apathetic person, and they really want that attitude when you're playing their game. But if that's the only way that we can incite an emotional response for him, when things push to shove, when they actually come to matter, he's not going to have the gumption or the guts to keep going when things get hard. And I'm worried about that. And when I say I'm harboring feelings against him, I'm feeling like I have invested so much time into him, and I've invested so much just critical thinking skills into him. I'm trying to install these feelings of, if I just keep pushing, things are going to work out, that I feel like he should be catching on, but I don't think he is. And he's fallen into a friend group that are very happy with where they're at right now, and it is only poisoning him more. And I want to say that is very subjective. Very subjective. If you're happy where you're at, with your friend group, is it really poisoning your brain? That's a whole nother video topic that I'd love to talk about. I might even start another one after this. But in my opinion, you can always be working better towards your goals incrementally every single day. I don't see that from him. And I want to be, maybe I'll be a good parent someday, but I want to nurture him and grow him and push him in an area that is outside of his comfort zone and makes him a better person than he is now. Not that he's a bad person at all. I think he could be doing so much better. I see so much opportunity in him, but I see him wasting it right now. And I've seen him wasting it most of his life. And it's a lot of areas are out of his control, but a lot of it's mindset. His parents were kind of restrictive with what he could and could not do. I believe they raised him right. I believe that they could have raised him with a little bit more aggression and competitiveness, but he never had that. He had one sibling. He had one sister. That's not a way to incite a lot of aggression or competitiveness. And me and him were both homeschooled, so bad card dealt in terms of childhood and psychologically readying him for the world. Thankfully, I got into public schooling and I learned how to become very competitive and aggressive. I feel like he should really learn to do that, but unfortunately his years at college are already over, and I don't know what to do. This video has been a minute, 2 minutes over the time, so thank you for listening. If you have any recommendations, advice on what to do with a friend, and I feel like I'm at a point where I let him live his life the way he wants it to. And I'm not trying to intervene or anything. I'm not trying to change his life, bent at 90 degrees in the better or in the worse, whatever. But I see so much potential, and I think he does too. I think he knows that he could be doing so much more, and I don't think he knows what to do. And he'll never see this video. None of my friends will ever see this video, but maybe that's a good thing. Thank you for watching. See ya.